As one of the largest GAs in the country, Arrowhead has program management down to a science. Find formulas for success at arrowheadgrp.com/science.
Dave Smith, a retired Phoenix police insurance fraud investigator and certified vehicle fire investigator with Andler Associates, discusses vehicle fires and arson trends during the company's annual live burn training seminar in this interview with Claims Journal's Denise Johnson.
David, can you tell me a little bit about your background?
Yeah, I retired about 7 years ago from the Phoenix Police Department, where I did a variety of investigations, mainly auto theft and insurance fraud, organized crime, criminal syndicates, that type of thing, including vehicle arsons.
And can you tell me what the status is on vehicle fire trends?
Well, it's very popular, unfortunately. Vehicle fires are becoming more and more popular. It's almost getting to where it's publicly acceptable, almost, where people they don't even look at it as an insurance crime, or they don't even look at it as victim crime. They look at it as just an insurance job. And unfortunately, people get into cars that they can't afford. Car dealers are anxious to sell someone a car, whether they can afford it or not. And then after 2 or 3 months, when the new wears off of it, and they find out that $675 a month car payment isn't quite as easy to handle as they thought it was, that's when cars find themselves in the desert burned, and that's happening very much.
And what are some of the red flags that a vehicle fire may have been caused by arson?
Well, generally, if you find one abandoned in the desert, it's more times than not somehow owner involved. Unfortunately, it's one of the harder crimes to prove, but it's just not a lot of reason for someone to steal a car thief to steal a car, take it way out in the middle of the desert and burn it. They stand nothing to gain from it. Most car thieves will take a car for purposes of stripping it out, selling it, switching the VIN numbers, things like that, to profit from it. If you take a car out to the desert and set it on fire, you stand nothing to gain from it, especially if the car hasn't been stripped to any degree.
And can you tell me about what typically causes an vehicle arson fire?
Well, generally, it's an accelerant, which is most commonly known as gas, is what they're using. However, you don't need accelerants to set a car on fire. The materials inside a car, in the engine compartment as well as in the passenger compartment, all are very combustible. Sometimes just some newspaper shoved under the seat will start the car going. It just may take a little longer. The accelerants, like gasoline, just tend to make it go a little bit faster. But it's easier to just use newspaper because you don't have to go get a gas can and you don't look near as suspicious.